The moment the lights dimmed, a wave of anticipation rippled through the audience. Whispers and murmurs filled the arena, a mixture of excitement, disbelief, and pure curiosity. People leaned forward in their seats, eyes wide, trying to catch a glimpse of what was about to unfold. Marcelito Pomoy, the man who had already stunned the world with his unmatched ability to sing in two voices simultaneously, was making his return, and the air itself seemed charged, thick with the electricity of expectation. The announcer's voice echoed across the stage, "Ladies and gentlemen, Marcelito Pomoy," but even before the name left their lips, the audience already knew. There was a shift in the atmosphere, a tangible sense that something extraordinary was coming. Marcelito stepped onto the stage, and it was as if the world had paused to watch him move. His posture was calm, unassuming even, but there was a quiet power in the way he carried himself. He didn't need flashy costumes or dramatic gestures. His presence alone commanded attention. Every camera in the arena turned toward him, every eye fixed on the figure that had become synonymous with wonder. The audience held its collective breath. The judges, who had seen countless performers push boundaries, exchanged glances that spoke volumes. There was curiosity, yes, but also a tinge of nervous excitement. Even they knew tonight would be different. The stage lights began to shift, soft amber transitioning into deep, haunting blue. Shadows danced across the stage, creating a sense of anticipation, a perfect stage for what was about to happen. Marcelito raised his hand ever so slightly, acknowledging the crowd with a simple, humble wave, and the roar of applause surged through the arena. But it wasn't just any applause. It was reverent. This was the sound of people collectively preparing to witness something impossible. Phones rose, ready to capture the moment. Cameras zoomed in, trying desperately to catch every detail, every subtle movement. There was an understanding, almost instinctual, among the audience. When Marcelito performed, rules no longer applied. The ordinary became extraordinary, and the extraordinary, unimaginable. Then came the first note. It started as a soft, almost ethereal whisper of sound that floated through the arena, delicate and pure. People leaned in, their faces reflecting awe, disbelief, and a hint of confusion. It was beautiful, almost fragile, yet it carried an undeniable weight. Marcelito's falsetto was precise, clean, and impossibly controlled, each note perfectly placed, reaching into the hearts of everyone listening. And then, almost as if the universe itself had decided to defy logic, a rich, resonant male voice layered beneath the falsetto, creating a harmony so flawless it made the audience stop breathing. The room fell into silence, a silence heavy with amazement. Whispers of, "How is this even possible? And this can't be real," floated through the air like fragile glass. The judges sat frozen, their eyes wide, leaning forward as if to make sure they weren't imagining the sound. Every note Marcelito sang carried emotion, telling a story that words alone could never capture. The contrast between the high angelic voice and the deep commanding tone was mesmerizing, impossible to ignore. The audience was caught in a suspended moment, hearts racing, minds struggling to comprehend what they were hearing. Every subtle shift in pitch, every pause, every breath Marcelito took seemed to amplify the tension, pulling everyone deeper into the magic of the performance. People who had come expecting entertainment instead found themselves witnessing pure artistry, something rare, something transformative. It was a moment that demanded attention, respect, and awe. Marcelito's eyes scanned the crowd, calm yet focused. There was no arrogance, only the quiet confidence of someone who knows exactly what he is capable of. The camera captured the slight lift of his chin, the controlled movements of his hands as if they were conducting an invisible orchestra. Every gesture was deliberate, adding to the tension, drawing the audience closer to the edge of their seats. The applause rose and fell like waves, not yet full, because no one dared to break the spell too soon. This was the kind of performance that didn't just entertain, it stopped time. People would remember this moment. They would talk about it, replay it in their minds, and share it with the world. Marcelito had returned, and he had already taken the first step in proving why he was unstoppable. As the final notes of this initial segment lingered in the air, the audience erupted, a storm of cheers, applause, and whistles that filled the arena and echoed into every corner. Marcelito Pomoy had stepped onto the stage and, in a matter of seconds, made it clear Magic wasn't just a word here. It was real, it was alive, and it belonged to him. Marcelito begins with a soft, emotional tone, effortlessly pulling the audience into the story of the song. Then, like a switch, the deep, powerful male voice erupts, perfectly synchronized with the gentle falsetto. Gasps ripple through the crowd. Judges can't hide their disbelief. Cameras capture every jaw-dropping moment. Comments fly, "How is this humanly possible?" Marcelito doesn't just perform, he dominates the stage, making every note feel alive. The energy in the arena reaches fever pitch as fans rise to their feet. Two voices, one soul. Every person watching knows they are witnessing a legend. As the final crescendo hits, Marcelito hits a note so perfect it sends chills down spines. The audience erupts into a standing ovation. Judges jump out of their seats, cheering, tears welling in their eyes. Social media explodes in real time, unstoppable. Magic, only Marcelito. Marcelito bows, humble yet triumphant, proving once again why no one can match his unique talent. The lights dim, but his legend burns brighter than ever. Two voices, one legend, and the world is still in awe.